Top 10 books every entrepreneur must read. We know that if you're an entrepreneur, time is never on your side. You're always thinking of ways to diversify your investment portfolio and improve people's lives around you. The knowledge that you get about investing and entrepreneurship isn't something that is easily obtained. This is why you need to look in the right places to find valuable information for yourself. Information that will help you in your ventures moving forward instead of unnecessary information that doesn't do you any good. A massive chunk of this information is available from books. A good book helps you go a long way, so we are here with a highly invaluable list for all the entrepreneurs out there. We have brought you a list of 10 books every entrepreneur must read. These books are centered on entrepreneurship, but they contain important lessons to apply in your life. These are why so many entrepreneurs go to these books time and time again. And if you're an entrepreneur, consider this your lucky day because these books will change your life. Here are the top 10 books every entrepreneur must read. Number 10. The Referral Engine – Teaching Your Business to Market Itself by John Jantsch. In our first pick on this list, we have marketing expert John Jantsch offering our readers the practical techniques for making better use of referrals. Using referrals, you will end up having a steady flow of customers. This includes new as well as existing customers. If people like your product and they like the way you deal with them, then, of course, they'll come back to you. You need to know how to keep your customers happy, and they will refer your business to even more customers. That is how the chain works, and it's a pretty simple way of it working. Some of the top strategies which Jantsch has advised his readers to use are: understand what your customer is saying. Here, you need to talk to your customer to understand their wants. You don't need to talk to them to tell them what you're interested in selling. Whether on social media platforms or in real life, if you're not listening to your customer, you're missing the whole point of selling whatever you have. Get the right sales team and keep them happy. Keeping your sales team happy is key because salespeople connect you to your customers, the primary source of your referrals. If you get the right salespeople on board, watch your company flourish. It is also essential to keep in mind the demands of the sales team. Keeping them happy means keeping a big part of your company satisfied. Educating your customers. When referrals are given to the right people, they are going to benefit you the most. Educating your customers about whom they should be talking to is essential. Number 9. Unmarketing – Stop Marketing, Start Engaging by Scott Stratton. This book tells you that one of the most vital parts of running a business is marketing, and we couldn't agree more. But these days, marketing hasn't been at its very best. And why is that so? This is because those methods of cold calling are outdated now. Instead of using the same methods repeatedly, you need to have a new kind of conversation with your customers. A kind of conversation that is going to be productive and helpful. That is something known as engaging with your customers. It is time to stop marketing and start engaging. Unmarketing focuses on traditional spam marketing messages that won't lead you to long-term clients. Instead, the best clients are now recruited with modern marketing strategies. The most important is the pull and stay approach, which brings the right customers to you using listening and engagement. Number 8. The Little Big Things – 163 Ways to Pursue Excellence by Tom Peters. Business guru Tom Peters tells you to move towards excellence using this book. The observations and insights he received from his travels, conversations, and investments are all combined into this big book of knowledge. He helps his readers realize the value of effective projects, efficient customer engagement, and business profitability. Peters tells you ways like keeping the restroom clean and dealing with the angry client so that the customer leaves with a smile on their face. For the 163 ideas, there is an explanation, an example, and an implementation method. This gives the reader a clear idea of what they should be targeting in their customer. People looking to improve their business, be it a boss or an employee, will find brilliant ideas in this book. Implementing ways from this will put you ahead of the curve faster, that's for sure. Number 7. Do More Faster by Brad Feld and David Cohen. The thing about most startups is that they are going to fail. There are no two ways about that. Even the most successful entrepreneurs have had several unsuccessful companies in the past and many problems on the road. In Do More Faster, Techstars founders focus on critical issues which the newest entrepreneurs identify. They offer legitimate advice being entrepreneurs who have had experience working with Techstars. The authors of this book organize 7 important issues into critical themes. ideas and vision, people, product, execution, and fundraising. There are several examples from the personal experiences of entrepreneurs themselves. Throughout the entirety of the book, they disregard several hoaxes on the topic of startups that don't always come as a revelation or a groundbreaking idea. Most startups start out doing something else, and the end goal that they reach is something they never imagined of. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload such informative and educational videos. Let's continue. Number 6. Switch: How to Change Things When Change is Hard, by Dan Heath and Chip Heath. Psychologists have discovered that our minds are composed of the rational mind and the emotional mind, both of which compete against each other for complete control. Whereas the rational mind wants to take things to the next level, the emotional mind would rather stay in its comfort zone. This book shows how people in our everyday lives, especially employees, nurses, and office managers, use both minds and have achieved great success. The nurses defeat the decade-old medical practices which have plagued us for decades. On the other hand, parents who take care of the house manage to develop a simple method for overcoming the dread of housekeeping. And finally, the manager of a company transformed a drowsy customer support team into a bunch of overachieving chaps, using only a simple tweak in customer service. The switch is evidence that successful changes follow a pattern that you can use to make changes that are going to impact your life and the lives of people around you. Number 5. Smarter, Faster, Cheaper, by David Siteman. As the title's first 3 words suggest, smarter, faster, and cheaper are 3 things all businesses need to have. This book changes the entire entrepreneurial landscape by reducing the baggage that drags many companies and entrepreneurs down. This book has real-world examples from innovators that have managed to change the world and people who inspire you to think bigger than ever. And how do their ideas help you? They induce successful action inside you. In this book, you will meet some of the most financially successful people, such as Patty Stanger, Scott Ginsberg, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Seth Godin. This book helps you in ways such as becoming a genuine and trusted resource, building your community, using your content as a conversation starter, and helping others using your business. Number 4. Never Get a Real Job, by Scott Gerber. Entrepreneurs reading this might like the title of this book because it shows the usual aspirations of many of them. Written by a self-taught entrepreneur, Scott Gerber has built several businesses from scratch without business connections, a business school background, or even executive training. In this book, you are told how to succeed in overcoming the pressures that come with your 9-to-5. Turning your business idea into a viable lead that is going to generate income is what this book deals with. Gerber went through all of that so that you don't have to. This book will help you avoid the costly mistakes that can bring down your company at any given moment. You are also briefed on how to get off the ground, establish your business, and keep it running successfully. Number 3. Rework, by Jason Fried and David Heinemeier Hansen. At number 3, Rework changes your entire perception of a business. That too, for the better. It shows you a faster, better, and more efficient way to succeed in your business. Read this book, and you'll know why plans fool you into taking your expectations higher, why outside investors are a big no, and why you should never pay heed to competition. The truth might not be as hard as you think. You don't need to grind extra hours, you don't need to be a complete workaholic to make your business work. Furthermore, staffing up isn't necessary. Paperwork is just a formality, and an office is just another added expense. All of these are excuses that prevent you from reaching your goals. What you need to do is to stop talking and start working immediately. This book helps you be more productive, tells you how to get more exposure without having to break the bank, and gives rise to ideas in your head that will push you to do better. Number 2. Delivering Happiness: A Path to Profits, Passion, and Purpose, by Tony Hsieh. In Delivering Happiness, the CEO of Zappos, an online shoe store, Tony Hsieh tells us the lessons he learned in life regarding business. Starting from a worm farm to a pizza business, Delivering Happiness shows an entirely different world of corporate. The model for success isn't a fixed formula, but one where your hands determine success. You can concentrate on your happiness and the happiness of those around you. Another thing to remember is that you can't keep everyone happy in the corporate world, so why try, right? Hsieh tells you that the recipe for success isn't what one person makes and everybody follows, but it varies for everyone. You can look to change the world with your entrepreneurial mindset while also helping your employees grow personally and professionally. Number 1. Linchpin. Are You Indispensable? By Seth Godin. The linchpins are the people who are the building blocks of the greatest organizations. These are the people who invent, lead, and connect with others. They make things in an organization tick and manage to create order out of a chaotic environment. These people are people of action, and when they realize that there's no rulebook for success, they become unstoppable. These people love their work and put their heart and soul into what they do. Although these people might not be famous, they are invaluable parts of organizations that keep these organizations at the top. This book tells you to become indispensable, and you're doing something wrong as an entrepreneur if you're not. So, where should you look for this valuable information then? The answer is pretty simple. You should be looking in the right places for entrepreneurial and investing knowledge, i.e., books. We've outlined some of the best books that you should read. These books will leave a significant mark on your life as an entrepreneur. Please give them a go and watch your entrepreneurial lifestyle change for the better.